Mm-hmm. NC in the building. Come on in here, man. Y'all share this live. Y'all know what it is. We're about to warm it up. He said, Yo, G, what happened? I missed it. Ooh, they coming. They coming.
Of course they are.
He said, my nigga live. Y'all get in here. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Dribble by Gully TV. I'm in here with my co-host, Lena. Say what up.
Yo, what's up?
And y'all know what we do about this time. There's a lot of shit going on the internet. Woo! I don't know if I ever seen the internet on fire like this. What about you, Lena?
Nah. I was at work laughing my ass off last night and shit.
They said World Star got the Alpo video posted. Everybody want a piece. What's your thoughts on the interview, Lena?
It was sad, honestly. He really looked sad.
I thought he looked emotional. That was his first time returning to the scene of that situation, but that was the first time that I seen any emotion in him. I seen him in person, and he was just like regular. I couldn't read it, but that Richard Porter situation obviously fucks with him. Unlike any of the other, he pled guilty to 14 homicides. I think that Richard Porter thing, I think that was a little bit sentimental. I think that he's probably glad that people got a chance to hear that and look in his face while he was sharing that shit. Because for the most part, people consider him to be an animal, right?
Right. Yeah, I think he was really remorseful.
When I asked him about the filming of that, he said that's the first time that he returned to that scene ever in life. So he ain't been in the.
You can tell.
Yeah. He hadn't been at that corner, I imagine, in probably 30 years, 35 years or whatever.
Wow.
Somebody said he has a baby by my aunt. Jordan Towers stealing again. That this interview was on everybody's channel. This shit it's a free for all. That was primarily why I wanted to get on live. These niggas can't make no moves without Alpo. Me, I could stand on my own with Alpo and shit. I continue to drop dope content. I got Sean Branch on the desktop right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of these niggas, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shout out to black media, man, especially the ones who don't care about originality. Man, he killed his friend. Why would he return to where he did his wrongs at? Y'all can't possibly feel that Alpo's the first person that did something like that. He's probably the first black man, but the mafia talk about mob hits online all day long. Just pick a channel, right? I don't know if anyone is thinking about the Kevin Childs documentary now. Oh, he came and blew all of them niggas out the water. He blew them niggas clear off the internet. One clip, 5 minutes. Exactly. So yeah, you got the mafia guys sharing their hits, talking about how this person was hit. I think they openly talked about when Paul Castellano was hit by John Gotti and those guys, when they all had on the Russian hats and the jackets. They didn't talk about that shit online and shit. So, the fact that people in the comments talking about some, yo, You giving a rat a platform. Da, 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 da. Y'all need to kill that shit. He's on everybody's channel. When you come here, don't say you, say y'all. Lena, go ahead and answer a few of them questions in there, man.
They going so fast. Then you gotta find the ones that's actually worth answering. Hateful is on Netflix.
Is it? It was. It was recently.
I watched it on Tidal.
Okay. Yo. All right. You're gonna have to paint it, and Lena, take over.
Did you see the video of them recovering Rich Porter's body on YouTube? I heard that wasn't him. I heard that was just like a clip. I heard that actually wasn't him, but I don't know for certain because that's Harlem business. Hayden Full look cheap as hell. Why would you say that, Killmonger? BG London, yes, people are pretending that they're not interested in Poe when everybody know that they are. As soon as a video drops, they all watching. And we all know this. People's chant, well, I hope Alpo tells who was snitching on him. He did tell who snitched on him.
He said that Nut, I forget his real name, his government name, was Richard Porter's cousin, told on Alpo in Virginia, I think. One of the first drug cases he had, if I'm not mistaken. But you can look it up. What'd you think when Hassan challenged you and said, I wonder, can you take a rib shot? I don't want no blade touching me, touching my ribs and shit. That's too close to my waist. Like that. Fuck you mean? What did I think? Thought he's a fucking. Stop it. Y'all not gonna do this today. Y'all not gonna do this today. But a fight? Hell no. He said Charlie Clips Pops told on Poe. Nathaniel Watkins. Yes, that's his name. That's Richard Porter's cousin that told on Alpo. Do you think he came home to some meals? Did you see the Canelo fight? Nah. I was watching the UFC joint and shit. I'm not a UFC fan like that. That's some barbaric shit, man. Shout out to them guys that get in the ring and fight for their life, Lena. What you think about that UFC shit?
You talking about the one with the big gash on his eyebrow and the gash on his like cheekbone?
Yeah, that's Nate Diaz and shit. He like one of the top guys and shit in UFC.
I don't see how they do that.
Me neither. That nigga face looked like chopped meat.
Yeah, like you gotta go get stitches now. Nah.
Young Marlo said Alpo wouldn't get past in Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure Philly got their own rats walking around out there, yo. I mean, goddamn. Let's just
Every city does.
Every city. They try to act like this shit is just isolated. I said on my live last night, people don't even call Glaze a snitch anymore. He's won everybody over with his story.
They really
UFC is competition at its finest, at its purest form. He said that probably was an Airbnb, not good to advertise. No doubt.
Yeah, I thought that too. Like people were saying that, oh, he got a nice house. Do you really think that man would show his house on a video?
Nah, of course not. Of course not. Up for Debate TV posted when I sent him the video because it was sent to me when I made comments moving fast. Good afternoon to everybody that's here. The Steelers just knocked the Colts off. It's NFL Sunday. I'm an NBA fan, but I watch a little football. Shout out to my team, the Packers. My man said if you watched the Alpo video, you supported it. That's facts. So don't say nothing about you not liking rats and shit. If you hit play, God damn it, welcome to the show.
Exactly. And whatever deal he decided to work out with whatever production company, y'all only add into the analytics.
That's it.
Like, y'all just bumping his stats up. So when he go to get him a bag, he gonna get a bigger bag because y'all watching.
Cully did an interview with that lady who said there's rats everywhere. That federal lady that interviewed, she interviewed Dan Riley. She worked with Dan Riley from the Safe Streets Task Force. The Safe Streets Task Force is the law enforcement initiative that was targeting ultra violent street gangs, gangsters, drug dealers, etc. and shit. I think primarily everybody that y'all seen on these platforms and shit was targeted by the Safe Streets Task Force. It started in DC. It works so well in DC. They got one in every fucking city now. You dig? So yeah, her name was Miss Jerry Williams. She got her own podcast. It's popping too. Just look her up, Jerry Williams. He said it shouldn't be easy for Poe to keep talking about killing somebody he has love for. I don't think he did that more than one time. Pretty sure he only had to say it one time. I mean, this is the first time that anybody got anything out of the horse's mouth besides that interview he did with Antoine years ago. But in regards to this in detail, going back to the scene, it happened right here. Like that hasn't been done before by a black man, not that I know of. The mafia does it all the time. They do it all the time.
Yep.
You can see the emotion when he described it. That was the first time that I seen him vulnerable, so to speak. As he said in his narrative, I didn't feel good about it. That was my man and shit. I had just killed my friend or some old shit like that. I didn't watch that shit more than one time. It's getting close to probably like 50,000 views now, but I didn't play that shit back. I think I watched it one time because people were saying that something was wrong with the audio. So I watched it.
The audio was fine to me. Magnation, that was fake emotion that he was showing 20 plus years in prison. You can fake it. I don't think that was fake.
There was a new interview with Sammy the Bull from 2019. Gully, when you go talk more about Shorty Pop, I don't have to. I got this Sean Branch shit. He talk about him and Shorty Pop being in a juvenile facility together, locked up when they was young and shit. That was my guy and shit. They was probably Shorty Pop and Sean Branch, similar age and shit, come through the system together. So he'll be able to give you a little bit more detail on Shorty Pop.
When
I was interviewing him, I was just firing off questions. I wasn't listening to it as he was saying, so I don't know what he said. I know I asked him about Shorty Pop, but once he started blowing, I'm not even paying attention to what he's saying. I'm focusing on my next question and shit. You think I'm saying? I got the camera, just let him blow. It's a surgery and shit. Like it has to be perfection involved and shit. I'm dealing with guys that'll get you up out of here, who didn't kill people and shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you punctual, professional, and precise when you dealing with these guys and shit. That nigga let me in his Porsche. Me and him didn't know each other prior to that, beyond social media and shit. We got mutual friends and shit. I done hung out with Twin. I done hung out with Kurt Bone. You know what I mean? But that was my first time encountering Sean and shit. So he said there's so many dudes from Northeast DC you can do documentaries on. Man, DC got a motherfucking story, yo, for real. Picture this, right? DC, predominantly black city, right? When crack was popping, the live niggas from the whole tri-state was going down there to hang out and hustle and go to Howard Homecoming and shit like that. Could you imagine what the fuck was going on down there back then? New York going through there, Philly going through there, Baltimore going through there, Jersey going through there, Virginia. How do you feel about OG Product? I said the nigga ugly. The fuck? These niggas be mad. If you gonna hop in front of these motherfucking cameras and shit, man, you can't be looking all busted and shit. The fuck? What you fuck you expect a motherfucker to say? I always wanted to know who was saying that dumb shit. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, who the fuck is this? So he finally showed his fucking face. I'm like, he looked just like the shit he be saying. He do. Will you interview Max B? But of course. He said, Gully, all them cities you named came through, but they wasn't eating. I ain't got no say so on what happened. I was a kid. I was visiting DC back then. I went, my uncle graduated from Howard. I stayed in the Howard Inn. The Howard Inn is gone now. They tell me they knocked it down, but niggas that was getting money, they stayed at this hotel. It was a prestigious black hotel, the Howard Inn. I stayed there, like on the 13th floor. How you like that, DC?
Somebody said, do you know what crazy stuff that is about to drop that Miss T was referring to?
Nope. What you feel about it? I watched part of her interview. She looked real sinister. She had on her mafia glasses. You seen her?
You talking about the one she did a couple days ago?
Yeah, she dressed in black with the glasses on and shit, looking like an assassin.
I saw that, like she was going to a funeral or
something. That one.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. I don't know. I mean, I'm ready to see what she's talking about, though.
When you gonna drop the full interview? He said drop it while it's hot. I got an obligation to drop some Sean Branch content. He got a book out. Me and his situation is based on marketing. You know what I mean? I'm putting his book, I'm bringing parts of the story to the online community for those who ain't read the book. Y'all be able to go get the book after y'all have seen a couple of these clips, though. Gully, you got to come to DC to explain this loyalty you have with Alpo. You serious? I'm doing my job. I'm the best at it. I just was in DC with one of the most notorious superstars by myself. What the fuck do you want? Y'all act like we hang together. He wouldn't even take a picture with me. This nigga's out here with Alpo pictures and shit. He wouldn't even take a picture with me. I wanted a picture because people wouldn't believe that I met him. Wasn't nobody gonna believe that I met him and I was walking around through Harlem with him. Wasn't nobody gonna believe that? I didn't think they were anyway. So essentially, I was gonna keep it to myself until I got a message from Miss T. She said, "You've been in my neighborhood, huh? You've been through here, huh?" She said, "Yeah." So he told her. So once he told Miss T, I was like, "Fuck it," and I told the internet. You stay on track. He's pretty close to Miss T. I don't know if they're close or not. I know they probably around the same age, come from the same era. They obviously know each other very well. So the fuck, he told him. He told her. She's a journalist at his finest. He said, "Gully, stay stunned with Macy's finest on." They don't got this in Macy's. You need a time machine to get there. They had this in Macy's in 1995. They don't got these in Macy's no more. Yeah, I know. Look like I just stepped out of an All So Simple video. I was standing out there with the woo. You ain't see me? He said, "How you know, Alpo?" He said, you holding, Gully, you holding on to some behind the scenes DC stories. I'm strapped with Sean Branch. I'm strapped. He gave me plenty. He gave me plenty. It's more to come and shit. Y'all gotta see the things that he doing in the community to rectify and correct, some of the things that happened when he was a young man and shit. So, you know, he said Sean Branch is around all the legends so he can tell the story right. He did. Rich Porter's sister, she won her. Come on, man. She ain't read that. Tripping.
It's a lot of trolls in here.
I gotta give you that fucking moderator.
Yeah, you do.
I got come through the timeline right now. I'll give it to you right now and shit.
Give me a minute. Lena's so quiet.
Let me get a roll call. It's like 700. Like the video, god damn. Cleveland, Baltimore, Oakland, DC, Long Island, Bmore, Bay Area, Chi-Town, Detroit, Virginia, Canada, Chicago, London, Philly, Chester, Camden, New Jersey, Bronx, Memphis, Mississippi, London, 716, Sweden, London, Philly, Dallas, Texas. We in the building. Shout out to the dribble. Make sure y'all, if it's your first time in here today, make sure you like this live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get the notifications. I don't know if y'all can hear that humming sound and shit. The MacBook is at work right now. When I do my live stream, I do it straight from the MacBook. I'm not on a cell phone and shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure this shit don't drop or nothing.
I see one person from 912 in here.
912.
Only one other person.
What area code is that?
Savannah.
Savannah.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Takashi coming home. First and Kennedy. We dropping that Sean Branch. Try to get y'all a little piece today, man. I got something buzzing on this motherfucker now. Shout out to A Mafia. The album dropped Tuesday. Make sure y'all go get that. Gully, you like Alpo as a person? It seems he's cool, dude. I wasn't around him long enough to decide whether I like him or not. I walked around with him for like 25, 30 minutes. I was with him under an hour and shit. He said, you can't like him after that video. All these niggas that y'all looking at online and killed their fucking friends and shit. The fuck is wrong with y'all? You think Glaze ain't never killed a motherfucker he knew? Y'all think these niggas didn't know each other? All these niggas was killing each other. These niggas all know each other. Know they mama, all that shit. The Alpo shit ain't no more high profile than the rest of them fucking five boroughs and shit. Pistol Pete, Carlton Hines and shit. These niggas know each other. Fuck is y'all talking about? He said they was kids too. Yeah, young. They was all young men. Everybody that, you know, that these stories just captivated the attention of, you know, everyone on the internet over the course of the last 5 years. Because the first time all of this shit came out, they came out on DVDs. You feel me? So people was watching it in their home. When it come out on the internet, it's a forum. People could comment and it just turns into something else and shit. So now it's back. This shit that's happening, they did this shit when they were in their early 20s and shit like that. Everybody that's predominantly watching this shit was a child when this shit happened. Some probably wasn't even born. So in a nutshell, for anybody to be getting hype online and rap this, you don't even know these motherfuckers and shit. Look, motherfuckers in here like, I wasn't even born yet. Exactly my fucking point. So just sit back and listen to the fucking stories of what happened 30 years ago in urban black history. It's black history. The fuck. It's a part of it. The fuck. A lot of these niggas that you see going on had a lot to do with hip hop and shit. These motherfucking black record labels and shit didn't start. They motherfuckers, what did you see Crush Groove? Russell then went to the bank and got nothing. Russell went to the bank and got nothing. He had to go back to the streets and get some fucking money and shit. Always remember that. So it's intertwined. It's hip hop. Straight like that. He said it's snitching okay. Why? Hey Lena, why did they don't go over to the Sammy the Bull interview?
I'm saying, did y'all watch that on Valuetainment? Because I did.
I watched that shit too.
I watched it, and I didn't see hardly as many rat emojis, cheese emojis. I didn't see none of that.
I specifically was looking for how many. It was like a couple of white people. They don't say rat. They say stoolie. He's a stool pigeon. They be saying shit like that. They were saying that he was a stool pigeon, or he's a fink.
But even then, I didn't see too much of that.
I didn't see too much of it either. And the shit did like 1.5 million in like a day and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. I think it was at 1.4 when I went to watch it.
Sammy the Bull admitted killing. No, he pled guilty to 19 murders. I'm pretty sure he was in on that Paul Castellano hit too. That's high profile mafia shit. And ain't nobody did nothing to him. He be in jail with motherfuckers and everything. Pretty sure he be in PC in jail. They'll get his ass in jail. Ain't no hanging on this tear, Jack. Sammy said he was involved with Paul's hit. See?
Yeah, he did.
Killed a boss. Killed a mob boss. Sammy said he directed that hit. So what seems to be, to me, in my opinion, that people need to mind their own business. Because from what I'm seeing, Glaze moves about. Glaze be in New York, y'all. I'm just going to tell y'all. Glaze be coming through. And, Poe is whoever he is and shit. I pay attention to the rest of the guys that I interview, the older guys, you know what I'm saying? They don't kick no dirt on each other. I noticed that about all of them. They don't kick no dirt on each other. None of them talk about each other. But they don't be saying like, Gully, don't be fucking with that rat nigga. Don't film that rat nigga. Or, they be saying, man, fuck, if the situation happened, man, do your thing. What the fuck, man? Like, somebody gonna do it. You might as well get that money and shit.
Right.
He said they just coming from Sammy's mouth. Sammy's Italian people problem, not ours. It ain't nobody's problem. All the motherfucking Sammy the Bulls hold on, them niggas is all fucking dead or in jail.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Or too old to care.
Or too old to care. Yeah, sick. Trying to cling to life. He said, I lost all my brothers to the streets. That shit dead. I'm only 34. Damn, my nigga. That shit hurt me, my nigga. I didn't suffer some losses too and shit. But yeah, shit hurt, my nigga. Said tell that shit to Wayne and his family. Man, is you I think Wayne told them people or admitted to at some point killing 30 people at some point or whatever. You know, when he took all them life sentences. Wayne killed women too. Wayne is a different situation than the rest of these guys and shit. The rest of these niggas is just street niggas. Wayne is a sociopath and a psychopath and all of that kind of shit. That shit that whatever the fuck Ted Bundy and Dahmer and all of them, whatever the fuck they diagnosed with, Wayne is fucked up like that. Wayne is a situation like that. He just was living amongst black people. He was living amongst us. You know, he was living. He was in the neighborhood. The spook in the neighborhood. He said he was an animal. You got to be an animal. The FBI report said he was stabbing a bitch in the face. He didn't just, you know, shoot motherfuckers. He stabbed motherfuckers like gruesome, hands on. Said preacher too, psycho. Well, y'all asked me my opinion. I just told y'all. So he did comparing the Ted though. He did. You killed double figure motherfucking people and shit. Double figures. Come on, man. I think all these motherfuckers is a little bit crazy. Gotta be a little bit for real. Gotta be. Murder for hire? Me? No. There's too many other ways to get some money, man. Y'all got that. Leave that shit to whoever, man. Just think about it. Just think about it. Body niggas for money. Give me 50,000 and shit. He's out of here. It's crazy. He said Wayne Perry's story outdated. I think the whole situation is about to die down now. Alpo took all of the air out of the whole situation. He told everybody what they wanted to know. He told everybody what everybody wanted to know in detail. And you got a chance to look in his face. I mean, I don't think anybody else needs anything further on the whole story. I mean, his story was, you know, somewhat. He got a documentary out already by Troy Reed, the Alpo story. Troy Reed did Game Over. That's the Alpo and Rich Porter story. So he already got fucking documentaries out. Now he didn't admit it to whatever he said on camera. And I think after this internet inferno dies down, we can go ahead and move on with life.
And then what? Because there's a lot of careers that's going to be dead.
Oh yeah. She said a lot of careers gonna be dead. Are you implying that a lot of these blogs, that's all they content consist of?
A great deal of it, yeah. I mean, a lot of people gonna have to find a day job now.
He said, nigga, it won't die down if you keep making money from it. You ain't never lied. Niggas gonna continue to put out fucking Alpo, Wayne Perry, Rich Porter. The search engine is ridiculous. The search engine it has to be an overload.
Yep.
You said niggas love killers. I don't think so. I think they just love the stories. I mean, the Terminator, the Predator, those type Charles Bronson, all these types of movies, they was all hits. Some of these guys that these stories we be listening to, interviews, etc. They living out the shit that you seen on Death Wish. Aside from Alpo, a lot of YouTube.
Talking about one YouTuber because I see y'all just naming one person. I was talking about more people than just that one person.
Who did they name?
King Erna.
He ain't the only one.
No. Not at all. And more than Hassan, too. I see that. More than him.
Every fucking body.
Yeah.
Al Prophet don't stand on the Alpo Rich Porter topic all like that.
No.
Don't do that. He be on Detroit.
Like
What's next? Sean Branch is next. Don't y'all hear that MacBook humming? Listen. You are evasive. You never answered the questions. What questions? Can we get a classic morning dribble this week? Lena don't be wanting to get up.
Whatever.
This comments going fast as a motherfucker, y'all. He said, Gully, what's up with you? They shading you. Man, I don't know these niggas personally. My friends and family think I'm all right nigga. I'm good with that. Lena think I'm cool. Lena, am I cool?
You right.
The fuck?
You all right. Video, fuck you.
It's the one guy who be on Alpo dick. I forget his name, but he says he's Team Alpo. As soon as you dropped this morning, all these niggas started posting. I told y'all on my live last night, I think I was on here at 1 a.m. I dropped that shit yesterday. Look at the time that everybody else uploaded. I dropped the shit yesterday. I told y'all on the live last night, like 1 a.m. I said, yo, these niggas in the locker room right now. They getting dressed right now. Because I dropped it. I already knew the numbers I knew what it was going to do. When are you touching down in Europe again? Soon, man. Follow me on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. Go ahead, drop your info, Lena.
Oh, Lena Lean, LenaLeeNFym. On IG. Send me pics.
How many times did you watch that Alpo interview?
Me, I watched it once. I was like you. I couldn't watch it more than once.
Yeah, I think I got the message. I think I got the message.
I couldn't do it.
I hear you, Mike. He said, "Oh yeah, this channel's called Up to Debate." He riding Poe.
Lena, do you think Alpo is still handsome? He's attractive, but you know that's for whoever is willing to go there.
That's not the question. They said, "What you think about him? Would you try him or what?"
They said, "Do you think he's still handsome?" Yes, he's still handsome, but I wouldn't go there.
Why not? Because you know his background. You know he's dangerous.
He old enough to be my daddy.
Huh?
He old enough to be my daddy.
I get that.
Like, I think he has kids older than me. What happened to Cavario, somebody said?
Cavario is washed the fuck up. Cavario tried to get me rubbed out. You know what he did. I told you what he did.
You said what he did, but
it didn't work. Shell, what's up? It didn't work. It didn't work. He's a fucking dirtbag. He ain't involved. He wanted to be involved, yo. He tried to put some monkey shit in the game. Got excommunicated. Yeah, he tried to get me rubbed out. Could you imagine? Yeah, that's a pencil. It's for niggas that come in here, my live freestyles. They have a writer's block. I get to waving that around in this motherfucker. Big pencil. Hell yeah. He said, "What happened to Kevin Child's interview? The Info Mind shut it down. Is it still on his channel? Is it still up there?" Cavario, go look about 6 months ago. Cavario had like at least 3 or 4 interviews. Not interviews, vlogs where he's talking about, yeah, I talked to Alpo. You know how he acting all studious and shit. I spoke to him. At first he was reluctant to speak with me. On the past, pathetic. Try to put me in some monkey shit. Nautica, man, 1994, 95. Cavario's that type of dude think he's smarter than niggas. For the Culture posted a lot of interviews on their channel today. Shout out to them. How do you feel about Golden State now that Steph broke his hand? Draymond hurt too. They might not even make the playoffs if them niggas don't get back healthy on time. They might have sabotaged the season on purpose to get draft picks or some shit. The NBA is definitely political. I didn't view it like that at a point in time, but I've seen enough to know that it'd be some bullshit going on. Shout out to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Hope they take care of that today. Hermes Wears 7 by West Side Gun. Still sinking my teeth into that. A Mafia shit drop Tuesday, November 5th. Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, were you supposed to interview Kevin Childs?
Once this Kevin Childs content out on other platforms and shit like that, like once it becomes prevalent, then I haven't got a chance to watch all of his shit. The Kevin Childs story, it turns my stomach and shit because of the situation with Thomas Cross and shit. So I'm just being for real and shit. Shit turns my stomach and shit. I don't like to fuck with it. I know I think he had a Rolls Royce in his clothing store in Harlem or some old crazy shit. He said, "Who is Tom Cross?" Who is Tom Cross? You would have to Google his name, Thomas Cross, Bronx, New York, and something should pop up, a court case or something. Rich has two cousins that just got out from doing long because they're not feeling that documentary. What documentary? I don't think I don't think not to my knowledge, anybody has had a problem with Troy Reed. That's who did it. That's who conducted the interview. He's been interviewed him 15 years ago. He had a documentary for sale all over the country. Street Stars was Troy Reed's brand. You can Google that. Johnny Cage. I can't wait for Sean Branch to drop. Damn. That shit flew by, homie. I can't wait for Sean Branch to drop. His area of the city didn't play no games. Montana Terrace, Northeast DC. I'm gonna get on top of that shit as soon as I get up out of here, man. I got about 2-3 more minutes with y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming through. That ain't Scheme. That's Scheme. Lena, you didn't tell me that nigga was in here. Hey, Stink. I almost called him Stink. Hey, Scheme. Them blood fucking vlogs that you was doing, them shits ran out of steam, huh? You got the beefing with them OG niggas.
Don't start your stuff, Gully.
He got the beefing with them OG niggas. He had to stop doing that blood shit.
Now see what y'all did. Y'all see what y'all did?
No.
What y'all
did? I don't fuck with Scheme all like that, man. I don't fuck with Scheme. Scheme content was garbage, man. Talking about the ops and all, using them Chicago words and shit like that. Nah, man. Come on, man.
They said you a lemon head.
He said, I got new blinds for the windows. I'm about to get up out of here, man. That's my time, man. Subscribe to the channel, Lena. Drop your IG on her, man. We about to get up out of here.
Lena Lean, LenaLeeNFYM on IG.
I'm the Real Gully TV on Instagram. You already know what it is. Hip hop, sports, and fashion. I'm gonna keep y'all in tune with what's going on out here. I'm around. Be on the lookout for this Sean Brandt shit. It's coming. DC. One. Do 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 do.